Hello there. This is another episode of Not a Real Court. And we got your host today, the bad guy. And to my top left, we have Matt, aka King Matthew.
Hello, I'm here. I'm a good king. I'm here to show that kings can be good. Yeah.
And to my top right, we have Joe, aka Judge Joe, aka Joey Wan Kenobi.
That's wild saying that in 2025, especially in this month. I don't know.
So I'm a good king. All right. So for this episode, these two will be arguing. Would you rather be the smartest in the room or would you rather be the richest in the room? All right, Matt, which one would you rather be? Opening statement.
Well, I think it kind of goes along with the king piece of this here. Whenever I look at just like who is going to be somebody who's like ruling, who's somebody who's going to be who's going to be that person that um, is someone that people like look up to, and is who like if I'm in the room, who would I rather be? I want to be that person that everybody is flocking to. If you're telling me it's between rich and smartest, that's the smartest person in the room. Well, why aren't you already the richest person? I guess that's my first question. If you're just that smart, why aren't you already the richest, right? So, and I think that's the biggest example of this, because that richest person just knows how to surround themselves with smart people. I'm going to bring those ones around me. It's about making sure that I look good, but I can bring those in so I can just help me make a decision for what I need to do. And those who make those good decisions, those who are bold, and go and are like those entrepreneurs, those are the ones who make the money. Those are the ones who then find that success. So put me next to the person who's successful at any day of the week over the person who's just smart that maybe doesn't know how to use that the right way.
All right, Joe, what you got for him? Your opening statement.
Well, I would just like to say, first off, that because I'm the smartest person in the room doesn't make me the poorest person in the room, which is what you're making it sound like. I could definitely be the second richest person in the room. Just saying.
But you're not the richest. Why not? Why aren't you richer than me?
I'm not the richest because I wasn't born into it. I'm making my success.
That's a great assumption that I was born into it and that I didn't make my own money. But okay.
No, you're born into it.
I was waiting. Nah,
you were born into it. All right, but also, yeah, I might not have the most money now, but I'm the smartest. I'm gonna have the most money by the end of it. I'm gonna have the best lifestyle. I'm gonna know how to do everything. You have to pay everyone to do everything. What happens when the world goes to shit? You got them fake pieces of paper with some money printed on it. What do I got? I got the doomsday bunker, dog. You done.
So in your world, the only way that this works out, that you're the better one, is when if we go into that doomsday situation.
No.
But that's your argument. That's the thing you're using as the example. Is if
I'm just
if
using
the world,
that as an example.
Okay. So in the 0.0001% of chance that could happen, and then we're also going to talk about all these other probabilities.
We're at a 60% chance just this month.
He said, "You saw what happened."
We don't even know if this episode's gonna come out.
That's actually that's fair.
Good point.
But all of your stuff are a whole bunch of like what ifs. I'm living in the now, and now I'm the successful one. I'm the rich one. I'm the one who's already shown all those things. Your whole thing is about this idea that, hey, just come with me because I can eventually do this thing. I'm the second richest person now, but I'll eventually be the richest person. Just listen to these words. That's being a salesman. That's not really being the smartest person. So like that doesn't, I don't know, that part doesn't do much for me about what your future is going to be. Jamarcus Russell looked like he had a great future, so I don't give a fuck about yours. I'll take the person. I guess if I have that money now, if I've shown that success now, again, yeah, you could be the one that's saying, yeah, there's this slight chance that you just inherited the money. Okay, well, Joe might be the smartest person in the room, but he can't talk. He can't communicate in any way. He's actually a vegetable. Like, so we can go down that road.
What's his
Why
name?
are you calling me Stephen Hawking?
Yeah, I was gonna say Stephen
Hawking. But you can't even communicate. So
he can communicate.
But honestly, but I'm saying, but you, since we're going to go worst case scenario for me, we're going to go worst case scenario for you. You're the smartest person in the room, but nobody can talk to you. And honestly, have you ever tried to have a conversation with the smartest person in the room? Do you really want to?
No, because I'm always the smartest person.
Right, those aren't enjoyable. Nobody wants to talk to that person. Like they have no social skills. They just no.
Let's talk about being in the room with the richest person in the room. Oh, look at what I just bought. Look at this.
Yeah, probably just bought that person that too. They love
$75
me.
million on this watch. What do you think about it? Do you
Surround
like
myself with
it?
people whose love language
Why
is
do rich
gift
people
giving.
always have dumb accents?
Tush tosh, tush tosh.
Also, you're the richest person in the room. Who's to say not everyone else is homeless in the room? You could be working at McDonald's and be the richest
He's
person
saying
in
you
the room.
still you, but everybody else is broke.
You could be working at McDonald's and be the richest person in the room.
That's hilarious.
We're not saying you're a millionaire here. I ain't going with that. No, in this scenario, fuck that. You're working at Dollar General part-time. All your friends you're in the room with don't have jobs.
Okay, all right, Joe. Congratulations, Joe is the smartest kid on the short bus. We can keep going down those and make terrible insults that are eventually going to get us canceled. I would suggest we probably not go down those roads, but you could start making those terrible assumptions. I'm trying to think of at least a good assumption. My good one is that I have a lot of money. You're pretty smart, but I'd still rather hang out with the rich person because they're bringing me a lot more to the table.
Yeah, but you have to come to me for your problems.
Why? I've
Because
already
all
figured
you
out
have
all
is
my
money.
problems.
You're dumb.
Yes, I have money. Money buys my or fixes all my problems.
Yeah, so you're paying me to fix your problems.
Who says I'm paying you?
Because I'm smart as fuck. Why wouldn't you pay me?
Because you can't communicate. You're just a vegetable. We talk through this.
See, you're just saying that. I'm not a vegetable.
You're saying I'm a poor rich man. I don't know.
You're a vegetable.
You're just the richest person in the room.
Right. And somehow you, as the smartest person, are not richer than I am.
Check out the
So
vegetable draft.
I don't get what's going.
Nice little plug.
We did a vegetable draft about 3 weeks ago. Go check it out.
Well, Matt, do you have any other arguments?
I just yeah, I think when I've especially comparing it to like superheroes and whatnot, I would definitely try to be Bruce Wayne. Like the richest man in the room is definitely gonna find his way to like I don't have to have superpowers. I can just build superpowers because I have that much money to do it.
Guess you don't care to have family either if you're gonna be Bruce Wayne.
Hey, just because somebody's a butler doesn't make them not family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe, you got anything else you want to argue?
Yep. Knowledge is more valuable than $1. Just saying.
So you're saying
People
knowledge is
doing a lot with those
Knowledge goes along
philosophy
power.
degrees.
Knowledge is power. With great power comes great responsibility. With money comes taxes. What quote do you have about money? I'm
not fucking leaving.
I'm gonna put
I'm not fucking
$1,000 in
leaving.
your account.
Okay. Final statements. Matt, final statement.
I'm either gonna get somebody who's gonna try to give me a history lesson or buy me a gift. I'm gonna go with the person that's buying me a gift. Yeah, look, gift receiving is my love language. So
History. I don't even know history. I'm gonna tell you how you can file your taxes to get more income return. I'm going to tell you about how you can save money on all of your bills. I'm going to tell you how you can build a doomsday bunker. I'm going to tell you how you can build or grow crops, not build crops. That'd be weird.
Not building crops.
I like that your examples are about the like helping the guy who makes all the money to do his taxes. So you're my tax guy.
Yeah,
Thank
and you're
you.
paying me.
Yeah, really.
You're giving me your grandparents' money.
My money's working for me, and you're working for me.
Your grandparents that
Wow.
they bought the wow. Jesus.
That was a bar.
Listen. I just want to make sure your example was that you're doing my taxes. So in this whole thing, the smartest person in the room is working for the guy with the most money in the room, right? I would rather be the guy
I'm working
who's
for
at
more
the top
people.
of the chain and not the guy who's working for the guy.
I guess, but when it all comes down to it and the money collapses, you're gonna be fucked.
I mean, I did it once before. I don't care if it's money or dirt or whatever the fuck it is. I'll talk people into doing what I need to, so I'll back up at the top of the food chain.
He's about to suck a dick.
For a bottle of water at Fry Fest, yes, I would.
At Fry Fest? Where's this located? I need the address.
You trying to get his dick sucked? Or you trying to suck dick?
No, I'm trying to get some French fries.
Oh, I was like, he talking about sucking dick. He said, "Where's that at?" I was like, "Wait a minute."
No, I want the
Fry Fest or
wherever
Fire
this
Fest?
potato fest.
Fire Fest.
If there's a potato fest, I'm going. Like,
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
here.
would definitely go to potato fest. I
Oh
love
shit,
potatoes.
man! Potatoes are whoo! I
I
want
know
all
I'm
different
sucking
kinds.
potato.
Scalloped potatoes,
I'm
French
not sucking a dick
fries.
for it though, but I love potatoes.
Wait, so are we taking the potato or the smartest person who's a vegetable? Which one wins that one?
That's crazy. Like, that's crazy.
I mean, to be
It's
fair
good.
though, if you're just dumb and you're a potato, you're just a potato. Whereas the smartest person knows how to create all those different things out of a potato.
Potato, potato, potato.
All right.
All right.
Boom.
Well, it's time for me to reach a decision.
Dumb piece of shit. Sorry, I just needed one more insult.
So there's
Yes.
good points on both sides. For the richest side, he said, "Why are you not already the richest?" Which was a good point. I thought that was a really good point. Joe brought up something I really liked: the apocalypse, and he's saying, and also later on he brought up the money collapsing in general. So I was like, I like that. But you also said you called him a draft bust. You called him Jamarcus Russell for potentially being the richest and not being there, which I did like. And then you said, "What if everyone was homeless? What if everybody else was homeless?" Which I really did like. I like that. I thought that was a good point. You know, you said richest in the room. He didn't say richest out there in general. So I didn't think about that. That was a good one. I liked your response with you're going to get us canceled due to the homeless bit, which I thought was it was a great counterpunch to that. And then you
Like
said you're
they're
Bruce.
listening.
Yeah, like the Bruce. I like the Bruce Wayne bit. You said I'm pretty much Bruce Wayne then. And then he came back with the, "Hey, you ain't got no parents then," which I thought was a good comeback. But you also said knowledge is power. And then you said, "What money quote do you have?" I said, I like that. But he said back to you, "My money is working for me and you're working for me." And I was like, damn, that was a bar. So y'all were going back. Y'all were fighting. That was a fight right there. I had to go to the judges. That was a split decision. So I am personally going by argument alone, not going by what I personally think. I am personally going with, not personally, I'm just going with richest in the room is the winner for this. He has some great points. Y'all were fighting though. Y'all were fighting.
You're dumb too.
But the fact that he said, "Why do I have to worry about it? I can just pay you." And you were like, "I'll do it." And you that was your, "I'll do it then. I'll do your taxes." Like, you didn't have to say that. You were like, "I'll do it. You got to depend on me." And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he was like, "All right, bet. Here you go." He was like, "Yeah, I'll take it." It's like, because he had money to throw away, and you taking it. so I got to go richest in the room. But if
Smart.
you
I'll send you the check.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to see more episodes like this, go to letter T, number 1, then spell out 3, media.com. Get you some merch as well, which is letter T, number 1, spell out 3, media.com/store. And when you're on the site, like I said, get some merch. But like I said, when you're on that T13media.com, just a regular site, you can go ahead and check out this show. You can check out the Bad Guy Spoken podcast. You catch Hood Movie Review. You can catch Geek in the Sheets. And you can also catch Bucket. So check out all those shows on that website. Get some merch. Look spiffy. Court is adjourned.
Matt paid for the win.